Hello YouTube, Jerry D from Tennessee here. I wanted to talk about the Ethereum gas prices because I've been looking at some, I've moved my Shiba Inu to a wallet, and the move, just a fraction of what I had was like 100,000, over 100,000 in gas fees of my SHIB. So what they do, they tell how much you want to move, and they'll subtract that from the amount, your gas fee, out of that amount as just like a fee. Like if you go to say you go to an ATM and you pull out $200, and then there's like a $2 to $5 fee, transaction fee. That's what a gas fee is. Kind of like that, if you've ever done that with your debit card with an ATM. So there's a plug-in where you can track the gas fees. If you go in and do a wow, I don't know how. I must have hit a key by accident. But anyway, it's going to come up with a 3. There's 3 plugins. And how I picked the plugin, I went and I did a search on YouTube as well. And there's only one person that talked about this. But, and it's not really something that that a lot of people doing crypto talk about, as far as like a tracker. But right here you can bring up a list of 3, and how I picked it is, one, I saw another YouTuber that was talking about crypto, and this was regarding Ledger, and he was talking about, well, when you move your crypto to your hardware wallet, you're going to have gas fees, and the timing depends on how high your gas fees are. And I didn't realize that timing is crucial. So if there's a lot of activity, if there's a lot of activity, a lot of trading going on with the crypto that you're moving, the gas fees are going to be higher. If the volume that's being moved is lower, the gas fees are going to be lower. So I picked this top one up here because there's 37 reviews for this thing. So, and it just shows a number. So right here is showing like a 46. Right now for Ethereum, if you can see right here, up above here, right up there. Right now the base gas fee is 9.6. The recommended base fee is 19.2. I checked this thing the other day and it was like 70 something. And the gentleman in the video that I watched about the Ledger Nano X, he was, when he popped up, what I've got here, his was like in the 70s. And he recommends to be below 50. So this can get up high. It can get expensive depending on what's going on at the time you're wanting to make a move. And so I've added this to part of my toolkit. There's a link here that explains EIP 1559 and the changes to, it talks about gas fees. And at the same time, I'm going to have the link for the one that I'm using. Plus, I want to have the link that's going to bring up these 3. It's actually just a search for gas price, Ethereum gas price extension. So, what are Ethereum gas fees? A gas fee is something all users must pay in order to perform any function on the Ethereum blockchain. So what is gas? Gas is the term for the amount of Ether, the native cryptocurrency of Ethereum, required by the network for a user to interact with the network. These fees are used to compensate Ethereum miners for the energy required to verify a transaction and for providing a layer of security to the Ethereum network by making it too expensive for malicious users to spam the network. Even though they are an effective means of incentivizing miners to keep verifying transactions and maintain network security, gas fees are nonetheless every user's most hated part about Ethereum. People hate gas fees not only for a certain disdain toward fees, but because they can be absurdly expensive when the network is congested. As I said, if the volume of trading is very high, the price goes up. So you can take this right here and you can gauge. See, it's already jumped up. It was at 9.2. Now it's jumped up to 12.6. So trading has increased. The recommended base fee has gone up to 25.2. So this is a moving target. So you can sit there and you can watch it. If you think it's too high, you can watch it dip. So I was down to 9.2 a while ago. That was like a lot cheaper price. If I moved some SHIB at that point, it would have been cheaper to move that from one place to another than it will be right now because it's went up from 9.2 to 12.6. Alright, so how are gas fees calculated? In order to get an understanding why gas fees cost so much and how you can save on them, it is important to understand they are calculated because the fees on Ethereum are usually much less than 1 ETH, although sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Ethereum employs a metric system, a denominated units called WE, where 1 ETH is equal to 1 quintillion WE. A quintillion is a number with 18 zeros after it. One of the most common WE denominations and one used to represent gas fees is a giga-WE, or 1 billion WE. Therefore, when you check on a gas tracker and see that the average gas for a transaction is 100 giga-WE, that means that you should expect the base to pay a base fee of 0.000001 ETH for a given transaction, or 0.00031 cents at press time. I'm going to leave this link for this article for anybody interested to read more on this. This is something that's going to affect you in the future as far as crypto becomes more accepted. And I don't think crypto's going away anytime soon. I think it's going to be the norm. Fiat currency is being used less and less. People are using credit cards, debit cards. The government is looking in, and I've done a bit video about this. The government is looking into having a U.S. cryptocurrency that's standard for the U.S. to use, and getting rid of fiat currency. If they decide that they want a U.S. currency, or they could decide possibly on one of those cryptos that exists. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go down. We won't know till it's all said and done. But they are looking into it, and it's a possibility that our country could go toward cryptocurrency. Other countries are looking at it. Other countries have decided to start using crypto. Now, have they done away with fiat currencies? I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't know if the U.S. will completely do away with fiat. I I'm thinking it'll be hard to, but I mean they could possibly do it. But for instance, I had a talk with my son, teaching him about we opened a new checking account for him, and he's just now entered the workforce. He's getting paychecks, and I was talking to him about, well, he's like, I've got a debit card, so now I don't have to worry about carrying cash. I'm like, well, you do and you don't. You might need to carry some cash because there's times you're going to come across. Say you go in a store and the company, the lines are down for the credit card service that they use. Their scanner or their card machine's not working because of something going on with the company that they've got the scanner through, that they have a subscription for the scanner through. But at that point, you walk in. Well, we're not taking debit cards. We're not taking credit cards. We can't accept them right now. All we can accept is cash. So if you don't have any cash on you, you're kind of stuck. If you're on the side of the road, you have a flat tire or something. Somebody shows up. You make a phone call. You get somebody to show up. The tow truck or whoever that shows up to help you out, and they may not be able to take a credit card right there on the spot. They may require you to pay $75, $150 cash up front for the transaction. It just depends on the company. So there's certain situations that could arise where you may need fiat cash on you in an emergency situation or something, or it's in an unexpected situation. So anyway, I digress. But so that's why I think it's not going to be real quick. They're going to yank fiat currency out from under everybody. I think there's uses for fiat currency in certain situations, but we don't know what's going to happen until the government lays down their plan on how they're going to go about it if they do it. And you can watch my previous video where I talked about the government looking at fiat or replacing fiat currency with U.S. digital currency. But anyway, so this fee, getting back to gas fees, and this tells how they're calculated. Again, I'm going to leave the link down below. It's kind of like your transaction fee when you go to the to an ATM in a quick market or a gas station. If you want a quick $100 or $200, maybe you're in a situation like that, and the tow truck says you need to pay me $150 or I'm not going to tow your car, and you can say, well, take me to a gas station where there's an ATM. I'll draw out $150 out of the ATM and pay you, or $100. It just depends on the ATM. Some of them only give you 20s, but so the fees is something that's probably not going to go away. I would expect not right now at present, because that's how they keep the whole system. How they keep the systems up and running and finance to support the systems that are supporting crypto. So, and then I'm not going to go into depth on this. You can read this article. It really goes into depth about how, about the fees and how to figure them out. But it's something to consider as you get into crypto, because, like I said, it cost me. I can't remember what I moved. I think I had like 24 million that I moved over to MetaMask wallet. on one of my machines, just playing around with MetaMask, and it was like over 100,000 SHIB that it took out when I moved it. So, and it might have been a bad time. If I had this plug-in, I might have saw that this fee, it's not popping up. I got to click on it. Okay. See, it's back down to 9.2 where it had been higher. So, if I waited a little while or something, it might not have cost me quite as much. So it's something I'm trying to train myself to be more aware of, because just like, for example, if you're using your ATM card, again, going back to that example, you go and you want to draw out $100 or $50 for some reason. Maybe you went to the fair and the fair's not taking credit cards. They want you to pay in cash money to get for your tickets and to play, the games that you usually see at the fair. They probably want you to pay cash money because they don't have a debit card machine to take cards. They don't purchase a merchant account. They don't have a merchant account to do that. They use the cash box and take the money. So that's another example. So, where was I going with this? So, some ATM machines are free depending on where you're at. So, like for my bank, if I go straight to my bank's ATM because I have an account, they don't charge me an ATM fee. So, if I get $150, they're not going to charge me a $2 or $5 fee because I have an account with the bank. But if I go to a gas station might charge me a $2 fee. Or if I'm at a flea market and they have ATM machines, they may charge a $5 fee. So it's the same as I can go over to my bank, it's down maybe 5 miles down the road, or just maybe just a couple miles down the road, go to an ATM there, not get a transaction fee, and I'm making the transaction cheaper. So it's kind of is and kind of not the same, but it gives you a way to look and watch, and you can time your movements of crypto if you're sending some to somebody or what have you, to figure out what the fees are going to be to send, if you're paying somebody or something. So that being said, This is the way I'm going to start tracking this fee. Tracking the gas fee. See, it's back up to 10 now, and then this went back up to 20. So this is continually changing. So it's just something to pay attention when you're moving crypto, trading crypto. I've had gas fees when I purchased crypto. Actually, Coinbase will list you the fees, the current fees. You can click on a link and they'll show you the fees that they're charging for different situations. There's a whole list of different fee amounts for different situations. I think it was the amount of crypto that you're actually moving. So it depends on the the platform you're on, what network it's going through. But I just thought I'd mention that. You don't see a whole lot of people talking about that, about the gas fees, how to track them, how to gauge how much they are. And this person, so how he got off on this subject, he was transferring money to his Ledger Nano X, taking it out of the Ledger Nano X, and depending on what network he was using, because he had several different crypto accounts like Coinbase, Binance, Crypto.com. He had different sites that he went to trade his crypto. So when he was trading between different accounts that he was using, and he was showing the differences in the gas fees between the platforms. So it's just something to pay attention to as you're doing crypto, because these fees can get expensive. And like I said, he was actually playing around with Ethereum. And he had like this number, instead of 8.7, the base fee was like 78.4 or something like that. It was some, I mean, it's a lot higher number than what I'm seeing right now. But anyway, just thought I'd make this video about this. People don't talk a whole lot about this, and if you're into crypto and you're trading a lot and swapping and just swing trading, I guess, prices on, if you want to call it that, on crypto, this might be something you might want to install in your browser, just in your Chrome browser. They have a plugin for Chrome, and they also have a plugin for Firefox for this one. So that's important. And if you click, is it up here? I think if you click up here, that's not what I was looking for. That's not what I was looking for. No, that's not what. So, okay, this is the way. This is just explaining the extension in a video. And I'm not going to play it because I may get a strike for copyright or something like that if YouTube. But if you install the app, it'll actually, I'll put this link in there in the description as well. So let's go back here and website. This is what I'm looking for. So I'll put this link in here too, the gaspriceextension.com, because they have the link for Firefox. I'm expecting the Firefox probably has the plugin. If you go in and try to add an app or extension to Firefox, it's probably going to get listed if you do a search. But if you want to go directly to the site, I would include the link so you can go to the site. And you could read up a little bit on what they've got here on the site about the plugin. So anyway, I appreciate you watching my channel. Appreciate your support. Hope you have had a good week. I hope your weekend's been a good one, and hope this next week's going to be a good week for you. But I thought I'd share this for you, and hopefully it'll be a useful tool if you're into crypto, just to keep track of what the gas prices are. But anyway, with that, I'm going to go ahead and say bye, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. And always remember, I'm not a stock advisor, I'm not a crypto advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a crazy old guy in East Tennessee talking about stocks and crypto. And just want to warn you, keep everything realistic, because investing can be addictive like gambling. It can be exactly like gambling. And there's risks involved. So keep what's important. Keep your lights on, roof over your head, food on the table, and clothes on those children, because we don't want those children running around naked and cold. So anyway, I got to throw that in there anyway for good measure. Anyway, thanks for watching my video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I hope you have a good night. Thank you. Bella's got to be right up under me, don't you, Bella? Oh my word. Cloudy day, looks like it may rain. Clouds out over the valley. East Tennessee Valley. And Bella, she's just happy to be around.